how to get in touch with places of pain, to heal them. Greetings, dear ones. This is probably the most important subject in your life. How to heal yourself. How to bring your wonderful, loving higher self to connect with the places within you that are not feeling so wonderful, that perhaps are wounded, or perhaps carry some fear or some lack. Places within you that are blocked, perhaps, or numb, or stuck. For after all, you understand you are here to have a most wonderful life, to find joy and peace and love, to experience harmony, good health, the very best of everything. You are here in a body on a planet that has an abundance of experiences, possibilities for you. And your soul is so ready for this wonderful experience upon the earth. And yet sometimes you arrive and it is difficult. Life is hard. It is not what you expected. And so it is that this work we are doing together, and of course I do deep work, and you are welcome to come forward and work with me privately. This is where I go deep with you, into places within that are quite hard to access on your own. But as we do this work, you get it, in that sense, more easily shown to you from within, because when the within awakens, when you contact the deep places inside your psyche, they start to talk to you. This is what happens really in your evolutionary journey. You learn to recognize the voices that are coming from inside. They are not, if you like, accidental. They are very purposeful. And these voices come often from that part of you we call the inner child, or the subconscious mind. That mind is formed in the early part of your life and contains many experiences that at that time you perhaps could not quite deal with. And so this is a very important part of our work together, to get in touch with that inner child place. And I've created a lot of meditations and journeys for you, which are available for you to find and work with. And they will really help you to understand this part of your being and get in touch. And that's two different things: to understand yourself, to be able to analyze and say, well, this kind of thing really upsets me. This kind of thing really makes me mad, angry, makes me feel small, insignificant. But then how to get in touch with that place to change it. That is the most important work of your life. Because you have come here, you could say programmed in a certain way. That doesn't mean someone's come in necessarily and programmed you, though that is also possible. Fundamentally, it is your soul that gives you a set of given realities within your being. You could say it's where you came to in various lives that have led up to this one, and what your soul decides you're going to work on to improve yourself, to evolve, to become the better and better version of you. In all the many forms that you come to earth, man, woman, and all kinds of forms that you take for your experience, it is always for your evolution, for your greater understanding, and ultimately for you to be able to identify, to become your higher self, your divine, radiant self. So how to get in touch? This is something we have to go deep to explore. And today I'm just going to say one or two things, because it's such a deep subject that I would like you to come forward and start working with me on the inner plane. Perhaps to start with getting some of the journeys and meditations I offer for you, and then coming forward to work with me personally, because this is a very deep and careful work. And this inner child place is the most sensitive part of your being. Also, in many senses, very wise, and will not open up unless she feels very safe to do so. After all, as we have said, you are programmed, or your soul has put a lot of information into you at birth. Sometimes you can call it a download from the source. And this knowledge that is within you informs you of all kinds of things, and also, in particular, of who is safe to share your deep and vulnerable places with. Which is why we evolve these ways to work with you that bring you into a very safe relationship on the inside. This relationship has to be really evolved, created. Perhaps you are someone who has investigated, maybe done a lot of psychological investigation, spiritual healing, all kinds of methods lead you to the same place. This place is where a lot of the wisdom lies, that as you investigate the negative, the fear, the pain, the shutdown, the stuckness, the obstructions, you could say, to your joy, you find yourself going deeper and deeper. And even though it's painful, you understand that that pain, they are like birthing pains. And what is happening is a part of you that feels so familiar, that is so empowering, is returning into your conscious being. And so, first of all, just with me today, gently, relax, and start to identify inside yourself any repetitive experiences you have had. Perhaps different ways that relationships have broken up, or different ways that you become very upset, seemingly, if you like, more upset than this moment or event would justify, and you know there's something deeper you want to explore. Or perhaps you don't want to explore. You feel, I don't know why, I just feel resistant to looking there. Resistance. This is another feeling I would really recommend you get to, in a sense, redefine as a signpost. Almost that when you know there's something blocking you, then feeling uncomfortable and resistant to looking at it or for it is a sign that you're on the right track, that you've reached a roadblock. You've reached a place you never went past, really, and you got to start dismantling that roadblock. You got to start building up some courage and bravery within you to look deeper. And start breathing. Start to slow down your breathing and feel into that place. See if any words come out of that place. Sometimes the words are lost or angry, fed up, afraid, overpowered, overwhelmed, stuck. And when you feel that word coming forward, just sit with it, breathe into it, and know that the word is just a clue in this detective work of finding which part of you is speaking that is lost, stuck, afraid, angry, in despair. You're trying to find the actual part of you that experienced being stuck, lost, afraid. So as you breathe, start to expand your field, your chakras. Start to think to yourself, I'm setting out on a journey. I'm going to find this place. I'm going to talk to him or her. While you breathe. And this is the beginning. This is the opening of the gateway, sitting with the feeling. And if it's something you've just experienced, all the better. Because when the trigger actually comes is when you are closest to the event that has happened, that has been triggered and repeated inside you. So more and more, try to stay in the moment when things are uncomfortable, difficult, bring you to an emotional resistance, a place of saying, no, I don't want to own that. I don't want to say, I feel lost, afraid, weak, hurt. And just breathe with it. Find a way to go within and sit with the feeling. And when you are ready, beloved, come forward and journey with me. Come and find the journeys and meditations that I put there for you called the Inner Child series, where I talk to your inner child and help you talk to your inner child. Because ultimately, all of this work is to enable you to know yourself, to be able to go deep and to retrieve everything and anything that belongs to you, that belongs to your own soul, that may have gotten hidden from you through pain and suffering, through loss and grief. So just for now, we give thanks for your life and for all these opportunities you do have for exploration and adventure, for going deep inside, for enriching your life and finding more and more love as you learn to love the places of pain. And that is really the most important thing, that you learn to love yourself every day, in every way you possibly can. And to be very compassionate and kind and forgiving to those parts of you that can't quite yet keep up, that can't quite yet arrive fully in your body and bring all the beautiful colors of your soul to radiate here upon the earth. And that is what I would like to help you with more and more as you get to know the work that I am offering to you, dear ones. Deep inner work, soul evolution work is what you're here for. I look forward to meeting you and going deeper with you. And if I have met you already and you are one of my beloveds, that's wonderful. Blessings and peace, dear ones. And I will continue to open up the many possibilities of how to work with your soul and to invite you forward to join us on many adventures we are doing online. For example, we are about to put forward a journey called Rainbow Warriors. You are the Rainbow Warriors of the Light. For at this time, all of you are being called forward to become your light warrior self, who dares to go forward, to move through all your blockages and create the new earth, co-create the new earth with so many brothers and sisters coming forward who are embodying the divine love at this time so needed upon your earth. So I hope you can come forward and journey with us, dear ones. Blessings and peace.